the power of a consistent brand. Before we get down to the question of branding, I guess I should tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a digital marketeer working in the short-term rentals market. I've been working with owners and managers of accommodation businesses for over 10 years, everything from travel blogging and copywriting to developing marketing channels, designing corporate identities and brand strategies. In Rental Tonic, we say we write, we design, we strategize, we implement, but above all, we have fun. So, now that we have that over with, let's look at how to set about creating your rental brand. These days, we live in a world of infinite supply. In just a few clicks, anyone can start a business, anyone can create a product, build an online store, publish ads and reach their target audience. This means that every market, our short-term rental market, is becoming flooded with businesses offering the same product, the same features and the same solutions as we do. If we want to get ahead, if we want to stand out from the crowd, we need to develop a brand that our ideal guests can connect with and that they care about. And that is what I aim to cover in this presentation over the next 20 minutes. So what is a brand? Well, many would say it's their company name or their logo, and that is one facet, a very important one, but a brand is so much more. David Ogilvy, the founder of Ogilvy and Mather, described a brand as the intangible sum of a product's attributes. Fundamentally, its name, its packaging, its price, its history and reputation in the market, and the way that it's advertised. Martin Neumeyer, an author and speaker on branding and innovation, says a brand is a person's gut feeling about a product, a service, or an organisation. And Camille Baldwin from Pattern Brands says, brand to me is identity. It's all of the things that make up your identity, your values, your principles, who you are, your characteristics, and your intention. So if we draw those three concepts together, we could conclude that a brand is the identity of your business. It's your customer's perception of your product and service and how it makes them feel. Brands are not instantaneous and they cannot be forced. A brand crystallizes over time with constant and consistent actions and practices that put you out there in the market in front of your target audience. And when you deliver constant and consistent actions and practices, you end up creating a brand perception. And this is a result of a customer's experience with your business, and it's highly pivotal in turning your business into a brand. Brand perception starts with awareness and ends with loyalty, which I guess is something that we all want for our accommodation businesses. So what makes a consumer choose one brand over another or feel loyalty to one brand over another? Well, I guess there are a few brands here on this slide that maybe you love or some that you dislike. Love isn't a word that we tend to use in business. Some might argue that it's too fluffy, too soft, but when we are discussing the acquisition and the retention of clients, we do want those potential clients or guests to love us, to want to book with us, and to want to return to stay with us. So my first takeaway today is we only get love back if we put love into our business. What love do we need to put into our business to build a successful brand? The first thing we need is patience, because building a brand takes patience. You need to maintain consistency to see positive results. And attention to detail. So we need to appreciate that every small detail and every guest interaction is vitally important. Client understanding. We need to understand our customers' aspirations and we need to live up to them. Care for the industry that we work in, because it's all about giving back to that industry, understanding regulation, networking and sharing ideas with our peers. All of this creates positive brand perception. Innovation and creativity, of course. But it's all about giving our customers what they don't expect, because this builds interest and it builds excitement. We are choosing to be different. We don't need to reinvent the wheel, we just have to improve a little on the current design. Finally, our people, our team, because they're going to be our first brand ambassadors. Yeah, I hear you all saying, but how can becoming a brand actually help our business grow? Well, developing our business into a brand gives us the edge with really important stuff like pricing power, customer loyalty. It can lower our advertising costs and it will inspire employees. Before we crack on with the 4 steps to help you make the leap from business to brand, I just want to spend a couple of minutes looking at the importance of defining business values. So, a successful brand focuses on both company and customer values. In other words, we need to be both us-centric and customer-centric. Our values should reflect who we want as brand ambassadors. It's going right back to the ideal guest, targeting a niche, not a mass audience. An us-centric business understands its core values and creates a business around those values. And in turn, a customer-centric business knows how to turn those values into unique and memorable experiences for our ideal guests. And if we match our us-centric and customer-centric values, we can align them, and this starts to deliver our brand perception. This simple graphic demonstrates how that works. The overlapping elements are our aligned values. They are what we stand for and what our customers care about. And they will translate into our differentiator, and they will help us to identify who we want to champion, who are our ideal guests. When Damien Sheridan, the organiser of the More Bookings Direct conference, asked me to speak, I immediately thought about one brand that, in my opinion, is one of the best in our industry today, and I wanted to talk about them. This isn't Airbnb or HomeAway or any of the other big corporates who have unlimited marketing budgets. This is a business that has worked tirelessly to become the world's best villa company. They have stayed small, but they are admired by all, and they are the Thinking Traveller. I asked Hugh and Roseya from The Thinking Traveller about the development of their brand values, and they told me that they built their brand around core values which are both us-centric and customer-centric, and they are only exceptional villas. We're defined by the quality of our villas and take on only a fraction of those we are offered. All are available exclusively through us because only then can we create the enduring partnerships that deliver the quality our clients have come to expect. Always informed, whether we're helping a client to choose their perfect villa, planning the details of their holiday, or supporting them whilst they are there, we make it our business to know what's what, who's who, and how things work. And going the extra mile, we're driven by the desire to deliver exceptional experiences to exceed expectations. We're proactive and we understand that it's the little things that mean a great deal. Our clients know that we're with them all the way. I also asked them how difficult it was to stay true to those values when starting out, when getting heads on beds for their owner clients was all important. And they told me that they didn't find it hard at all, as they only work with owners who understand and share their brand values. They do not compromise on any of them. Ultimately, these values will translate to your brand story or your mission statement. And in the case of the Thinking Traveller, their story is this. We are a dynamic, family-run company with a passion for travel, a thirst for life, and a simple mission to hear our clients say that was the best holiday we've ever had, we'll be back, and that pretty much sums us up. Without further ado, let's now crack on with my 4 steps to building your rental brand. Step 1 is know what your ideal guests care about. So, most of us are really good at explaining the what and the how of our business. We manage short-term lets, we are a property management company, we provide short-term lets to business travellers. How we do what we do and how we explain may vary, but it will generally involve some form of short-term let, accommodation description, or booking message. But stop a minute. Do any of these messages make us stand out from our competitors? I'm afraid they don't. What will help you stand out from the competition is when you move away from the what and the how to the why. The why is what will make a potential customer choose your business over another. The why is going to be your differentiator. In general, your clients aren't too fussed about how you do your work, such as the tools you use, your internal processes and stuff like that. What consumers care about is, why does this business matter in my life? So how do we find our why? Customer research is a great place to start. And if you don't already undertake customer research, you need to start right now. You should be asking for feedback pre, during, and post stay and delivering a better experience with every piece of guest feedbacks. We know getting positive reviews is amazing and helps future guests to make the decision to book us. But actual research helps us to learn how our accommodation business has helped them, and importantly, what they did or didn't like about us over our competition. A simple exercise I use with clients, which helps to deliver the why into our messaging, is called the so that rule. So think about what you do and how you do it, the boring stuff, and then decide how that actually benefits your guests. It becomes a so that in every message you deliver into the market. The so that format answers a customer question and it delivers a solution in one simple phrase. So let's have a look at some simple examples of how that works. We do all the work so that you can enjoy your holiday. We provide our insiders local guide so that you get to visit the best places in one weekend. We provide mattress toppers so that you'll get the best night's sleep. We provide baby and kids equipment for free so that you don't have to rent or bring your own. These show how the so that format works on a very basic level, but when you take it up a notch, it starts to really resonate on a much deeper level with your ideal guest. And once you do this, the so that wording won't necessarily feature in your messaging because you've already worked out your why and how to deliver it to perfection. Let's look at an example of how that works. You're a really hands-on property manager. Meeting and greeting is important to you and offering all of the little extras that make a world of difference to a guest's stay. So your so that message might look something like this. We provide luxury surroundings ideal for families and short-term visitors on business and leisure who simply want something more relaxed and akin to the atmosphere they have at home. Our secret is simply that we look after our guests very well. Whatever they ask for, if we can, we will. If we can, we will. Such a simple and yet powerful statement. 2. Step 2 is all about finding the technical, the functional, and the emotional benefits of your business. Once you've done your customer research, you can begin to think about the various types of benefits your business offers to your guests. And to help you define these benefits, you could try creating a brand pyramid framework. Ew, yeah, I know it's one of those outdated 90s marketing tools, right? Well, old school it might be, but it still plays a key role in brand strategy today. In fact, Google used this pyramid strategy when it was developing the Google Play brand. Pyramids help us to answer fundamental questions about our business and its place in the market. And 3 of the key elements of any brand pyramid are our specialist, functional, and emotional benefits that our business offers to a consumer. Let's look at how that works using the example of my business, Rental Tonic. At the bottom of our pyramid, we're thinking about the specialist benefits of our brand, or the features and attributes. Essentially, this helps us to define what we do as a company, and at this stage we're asking questions such as, how is our business benefiting customers, how will it make money, and what are we offering? In Rental Tonic's case, we could say, we offer a holistic approach to marketing for the short-term lettings industry. We work by really getting to know the owner, the property or properties, and the destination. We want to inspire holiday rental owners to be a source of learning, best practices, and to give them resources to help them earn more money from their accommodation business. Next up on the pyramid, we have our functional benefits, and these are essentially what our customers get when they buy our product or service. And in our case, They get a bespoke marketing remedy which will help them achieve from 0 bookings to fully booked. They'll have a clear picture of their niche market and how to attract ideal guests. And they'll learn how to communicate with guests and ultimately to win repeat business. Next up, we have our emotional benefits. How does our business make users feel? So this is really what makes one brand stand out from another. They are how your brand makes a client feel based on what you do for them and your messaging. They are your why. And for Rental Tonic, we want our clients to feel empowered. We help owners to take charge of their rental business. We want them to feel confident, to give them the confidence to price correctly. And we want to motivate them to create great experiences. And as you go through everything you've learned during your customer research phase, start looking out for emotional-based words and feedback that your customers use to describe your company and how you help them solve a problem. And whenever someone uses an expression such as I feel, I liked, it made me, this will help you to identify the emotional benefits that your company delivers. Next up, we have brand persona or brand product persona. And this is a compilation of your values, your personality traits and attitudes in business that when showcased can help you connect with your ideal guests. It's a bit like when you develop your ideal guest profile, only it's the other way around. You're turning it on yourself. And one way to develop your brand persona is to take the positive reactions you receive from guests and convert them into a personality. So here are some examples of client feedback and how we translated that into the Rental Tonic persona. We really felt like Rental Tonic cared about helping our business grow. Rental Tonic is passionate and convicted. Every client matters to us. They are great fun to work with. We are playful. Over everything, we love to have fun and make our clients smile with our ideas. We had no problem putting our trust in Rental Tonic. We are reliable. We build relationships. We don't just offer a service. Finally, on the pyramid, we have the brand idea, and this is the essence of your brand and what drives positioning. Your brand idea is the underlying reason why customers care about your brand. It's condensing everything you've learnt from the pyramid into one short sentence. For example, the essence of Apple's brand is empowering people through technology. Brand essence is your company's DNA, what it stands for and what differentiates you from the competition. On to step 3. Crafting a simple tagline. Just do it, think different, belong anywhere. These are all examples of great brand taglines. And by saying just 2 or 3 words, I bet you can all guess the brand. So your next mission is to condense your message into something simple and memorable. Emmett Shine of Pattern Brands said, the thing about branding and marketing is you can do years of research, but if you can't boil it down to this thin sliced tagline, it doesn't matter. Is it easy? No, it's not. And it's incredible to think that such a simple statement acts as a guiding light for everything you do, from the content you post on social media to the product or service that you sell. It boils your whole business down to one sentence, and it cannot be forced. So how do we go about creating the perfect tagline? Well, one of the best ways to craft the perfect tagline is to share your concept and create space for idea sharing, whether that be with your team, with family or friends, or with your peer groups or an agency. And sometimes the best ideas will come to you outside of the office, so don't be afraid to think outside of the box and walk away from your desk. Communicating a clear message in just a few words is very difficult. I know, I'm a copywriter. But one way I found to come up with taglines for my clients is to start long and edit down. So to begin with, write exactly what your business delivers for customers in as many words as it takes. This could be a paragraph, it could be 2, it could be longer. Remember to include emotional benefits here, not just your technical and functional benefits. Next, you'll want to take what you've just written and edit it down to just 1 or 2 sentences. And then repeat that process to make it 1 sentence or just a few words. Then take that final piece of copy and play. Play with a number of different versions, rewrite it, change out words, experiment with different lengths. This process will help you to distill all of the thoughts you wanted to share about your business into one short, memorable tagline. And one of the most important tips I can give you as a copywriter is always to be clear and not clever. What should we have at the end of this exercise? Clarity of message, creativity of phrasing, and the inclusion of a benefit. And voila, we have our tagline. Finally, we're on the last step to creating your successful rental brand. Ensuring your business lives and breathes your brand. To be successful and for guests to trust your message, you have to live by your brand. Following the steps we've covered today will help us to achieve that, namely, your values and those of your customer, your whys, your experiences and the constant improvement you're going to make from guest feedback, your technical, functional and emotional benefits, and your brand essence or your mission statement. Every why, every experience, every action and message must always stay consistent and constant. You have to live by your brand. To go back to our short-term Let's business model, if our mission is to give business travelers the tools, the concierge, and the comfort they need to enjoy a successful business trip, you need to ensure all of your messaging and content supports that mission. Just like you can see here, a great example from the brand Magic Stay. They have a brilliant tagline, rest well, work better. Again, so powerful and yet so simple. They have consistency throughout all of their social media messaging. And they really nail their niche throughout all of the channels they use to market their proposition. They worked out how to translate their hows and whats into whys or so that messages. And finally, they give more and so they gain loyalty. This is their business travel guidebook. It's their blog. It's totally dedicated to the business traveler. Ultimately, your brand is the identity of your business and how it makes people feel. So every single touch point where someone can interact with you or your business should represent what you want your brand to be and how you want people to feel. Thank you for listening, for taking the time to listen to me today. I hope this has given you some pointers to creating your rental brand. If you need help, don't hesitate to get in touch with me, Louise Brace from Rental Tonic. Thank you.